How's everybody doing today? It's gonna be a scrap day for me. Take a few loads to the yard down the street, and then after that place closes, I'll probably take a load down that way to the other scrap yard 8 miles away or so, and then scavenge on the way back, see what I can find for you. Show you how close I live to the scrap yard for those of you that haven't seen this before. Of course, I do it real time. I'll get hung up in traffic, I guess, but another load of rubbish. These are some nice heavy aluminum vent covers of some sort. I think they came off like a make line out of the food industry, maybe like you'd see at a pizza shop or a Subway or something, you know. I don't know, something along those lines. Shoot, I think they've got metal in them. Never mind. They got metal around the outside of them. I didn't notice that till just now. That's what's making them so heavy. See that? Oh well. So they told me they don't want me filming there anymore outside. They originally had said it was okay to do it outside, but I guess they don't want me to do it out there anymore. So it's kind of a bummer. But I'll show you some of these loads. I guess I still got the loads on tape, so I'm not going to be able to show you the whole load when I'm there. I guess one of the customers thought I was filming him or something. Probably someone in trouble with the law maybe or something. $15.75. I didn't take in a whole lot of good stuff. It was just basically rubbish. This load's gonna be a little better. I don't know, not really. I guess there's a bunch of Christmas lights in there. And, after I go to the scrapyard, I'll go to the battery shop. Scrapyard I'm going to with this, it doesn't take lead anymore. And then do some scavenging, like I said, on the way home. The stupidest part about that deal is that I don't, you know, I go out of my way sometimes to not put people on my videos, and I always like to ask too, but I suppose I do sometimes put people in a video, and just like if they're walking around in the background and stuff. But anyways, that's that. Getting rid of this wire today. I had another smaller spool too. I found this in a video a while back. Some people had in the comments talked me into trying to sell this, but I should have just scrapped it right away. To ship something like that, it cost a fortune because it's super heavy. But I mean, it would be more valuable, of course, to sell it like on Craigslist or something. But I could take forever to sell, and it's just a hassle. I should have scrapped. I always usually just scrap stuff like this right away. Listening to people in the comments gets me off my normal way of things and starts making me build up a bunch of junk. So that's gonna be nice. That's probably, shoot, that might be $15 right there, maybe $20. It depends on how much that spool weighs, but I guess we'll find out. So I usually don't come to this scrapyard. It's way over on the southeast corner of town, kind of in no man's land. But the other scrapyard I would typically go to is closed for lunch from 1 to 2, and it's 1:15, so I'll unload my tin here and then take the rest of the stuff inside to the small scale. Make a long story short, actually I'm gonna keep this clog, this lot mostly brass. So then this goes inside. I may hold on to some of this if I don't get a real good price. Look at it. What time is it? But see how it goes. I missed a piece of tin. Okie dokie. Okay, so I got 1206 for that load. I'll pause the video, have a look at it. That receipt's a little different than the typical ones I show. This is probably more like a standard scrapyard you might see in other videos, I suppose. But I didn't sell my wire. They were gonna give me 20 cents a pound. So the other place opens up in about a half hour, and I'll get 50 cents a pound. So there's no reason to lose that kind of money. So what I'm gonna do now is go out, run a little route, do some scavenging, and then I'm gonna wind up back at that other scrapyard that's closed for lunch, and I'm gonna get rid of everything I find, plus that, see how I do. So I've had quite a few people comment and say they wish I wouldn't have changed my name from Scrap Vulture to Vid Vulture. And the thing that most people don't understand is the Scrap Vulture was a website for people to buy and sell scrap metal. It was a failure. So this year I might make $2,000 or $3,000 off of scrap metal. So it's an integrity issue. If you don't know where the scrap metal's at and you just go out looking for it, you're really not going to do anything more than a poverty level income, especially if you're driving around a truck where it costs you 50 cents a mile to operate that kind of vehicle. And I'm not trying to insult anyone, it's just how it is. Maybe you live in an area where it can be better than that, you know, but just typically That's literally what Scrap Vulture was for. It was for people to post their scrap metal, the community, the city, and then people, the scrappers, could look at it on their phone and see exactly where it's at, and then just go boom, 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 and just pick it all up. So that's literally what Scrap Vulture was intended for. But nobody wanted to use it, and the scrappers, the only feedback I got from scrappers was it was a stupid idea, because they already have places where they go pick it up. I don't think people really understood. And it would take like Uber took billions of dollars to even get recognized, and it's still losing money. So in order to get a city full of people to list scrap metal, it would take a tremendous amount of resources that I don't have. So, but anyways, in order to make money scrapping metal, you will need to develop contacts. If you can turn it into a business like an e-waste Ben or an Uberism 81, who has contacts with electricians and heating and air conditioning people and that kind of stuff. But just driving around, you're not gonna make. I mean, I hope I never gave anyone the wrong idea. This isn't something that you would want to go do. This would be something that you would do if you had to. If you had to, you could do it. It's like a safety net. There is enough scrap metal out there that it'll keep your rent paid and electric bills if you absolutely have to. But I hope I never given anyone the impression that you're gonna make a bunch of money doing this. So you would have to develop contacts, maybe do advertising, put ads out, maybe get a bin, a drop-off location where people can come drop it off their e-waste. But you need to develop contacts. That's the only way to make money doing it. Like me dumpster diving. Shoot, I mean, I'm just talking specifically about scrap metal, you know. I'm not talking about stuff you can sell on eBay and stuff. I mean, there's tremendous amounts of money that can be made dumpster diving, but just specifically scrap metal, I'll make maybe $2,000 or $3,000 a year. So don't be upset that I changed my name from Scrap Vulture. Be happy, because I would be lying to you. It would be a schmuck move to continue with the Scrap Vulture name. I had made a video a while back about me and my dog hunting a big giant chicken, and I know some people didn't understand what that video was about. When I came here, it was overcast and the sun wasn't shining. But see this bush right here? This tree with vines on it. It looks just like a chicken. The GoPro didn't pick it up right because there wasn't sun shining on it. Not that time, but before. So I know I saw in the comments people were like, what is he talking about? So if I came out and did this for 12, 14 hours a day and just did scrap metal and didn't count anything else, that's how much time it would take me to make enough money to say you do it for a living. 12, 14 hours a day, 6 days a week. I could make 20 grand a year or so, maybe. It's difficult. It's hard, difficult work. It's just not something anybody would want to do, you know what I mean? But that's another reason why I changed my name from Scrap Vulture, because people saw the name Scrap Vulture and they just automatically would assume it's a scrap metal channel, and they'd be like, you can't, make a living doing that, blah blah blah, because they would just assume it's all about scrap metal. So it's not about scrap metal. So it was the best of both worlds for me to change my name. because you can definitely make a living dumpster diving, and if you do it well enough, you could end up making quite a bit of money doing it too. I'm just pretty bored with the whole deal, and not bored, just burned out. I doing the same thing after so long a time. I would much rather just make these YouTube videos. So since I'm making my living making YouTube videos, that's why I named my channel Vid Vulture, because I can make the same amount of money making videos on YouTube about scavenging as I can if I devote all that time to scavenging. So it's a lot easier work and it's a lot more enjoyable for me, kind of like my new stock market venture. It's something new and refreshing. Although my cats drive me wild when I'm editing videos, they jump on me and stuff when I'm trying to edit, trying to do precise edits and stuff. It's a lot more irritating than it might sound. Nothing like trying to focus and concentrate on editing a video and having a cat unexpectedly just jab you with his claws. It's just that's one of the most irritating things I've ever dealt with. Not only are you getting clawed, but you also lose your spot in the video track and have to go back and find it and do it all over again. And what do I spy with my little eye? Piece of copper pie. It's nice. I might see some more of that. Yeah. Yay. Looking kind of barren here today. window action. The tote ruined my plans. Get out of my way. That spool of wire I had, they called it #1 insulated copper. So like I got 85 cents a pound for it. 30 pounds, $25.50. You can see the rest of the stuff there. I also held out a little brass from that last place, not on purpose. And then pound of copper pipe, and $32.82 grand total. So that's not too bad. So what was that for the day? 3 different scrap yards. $59 and a thumbnail. What do you think about that? So like I said, I hope I never gave anyone the wrong impression. Sometimes you can find some scrap and, you know, it is worth a lot of money, but it all balances out in the end. It's extremely difficult to just go out and search for it. At a level that would approach anything, you know, to be able to make a living off of. So I hope I never gave anyone the wrong impression. Like making this video, you know, I showed $59, but you know, I mean, to make a comfortable living, you're gonna want to make, you know, $100 a day. You know what I mean? If you're not making $100 a day before taxes, you're not even really, I mean, you're just basically surviving. So the whole point of the Scrap Vulture website was for scrappers to be able to make a ton of money, you know what I mean? But no one wanted to do it, so I don't think a lot of people understand that. So I figured I would explain it in this video. But you know, maybe one day the Scrap Vulture website will come back, but it takes more resources than I have. I mean, I could put every dime I have into it and I wouldn't change it. So anyways, the main problem with it wasn't finding the scrappers, even though a lot of them didn't understand what it was. But the real problem is having the community, you know, all the cities aware of it, you know what I mean? Because if people aren't putting stuff out and listing stuff, it's totally useless. So it's kind of hard. The only way you could do it is to give people incentive to sell their scrap, but then scrappers will say, well, I get scrap for free, why would I buy it? So it's kind of really hard to do. You would need like national advertising and stuff to really get it going, because I mean, I can say we're putting $1 billion of scrap metal, or billions, maybe $100 billion of scrap metal people are throwing away every year, but there's only 10 cents in each garbage can, you know, 5 cents in this one, nothing in that one, 4 cents in this one, you know what I mean? As dispersed, it's impossible to get it. Scrap Vulture wanted to solve that problem. But anyways, I could babble about it forever. It's not gonna change nothing. I got some stuff I gotta go do, so I'm just gonna end the video here. I sure hope you enjoyed it. Sure hope you enjoyed riding along with me. And as always, thanks for watching. That's the battery shop. I forgot to say that second scrapyard I went to, they buy batteries, so that's why I didn't show it. I forgot about that.